Gosh, so many people love this movie. So why do
Yes.
you think this movie lends itself well to be a musical?
I think movies translate to musicals really well when the stakes in the movie are very high.
Okay.
So if there's a character who really wants something, really wants to change, really wants to get the guy, get the girl, get the job, and it's 100%, then it's usually good material for a movie and a musical.
And do you think that's because of the passion that that character kind of shows in terms of wanting to change themselves or be with someone else?
Yes.
Okay.
So when you're in theater school, it's one of the things they teach you about musicals that basically musicals are great because when a person can't say enough, they start to sing. And
Hmm.
then when they can't sing enough, they start to dance. And that's kind of like the progression of the way a musical's built. So a good movie musical finds those moments in the movie that can be heightened by song and then be heightened even more by dance. And I think that our show does that really well.
That's such an interesting point because that does totally make sense. I mean, we talk about body language. You
Yes.
can read what someone's thinking just by their body language. So, of course, with
Yes.
singing and dancing, it tells more of the story that they're trying to talk. Like you said, they can't really get it out just with talking. So, that's really, really interesting.
That's
And your
exactly
character,
it.
Mr. Duval, was portrayed by Tim Meadows from SNL. Gosh, he's so
Yes.
funny. But tell us about your character and how you made it your own.
So what I loved about Tim Meadows in the movie, and he was gracious enough to come see us when we performed in Los Angeles. So thank you for that,
Amazing.
Tim. Yeah, it was great. Um, he was super cool, which worked so well on in the movie. And Tim Meadows, some of his most famous characters on SNL were about being super cool.
Hmm.
And I would say that my Duval on stage is a little more frantic and a little more run ragged by the kids. And I think in real life and on me, that gives it the comic kick that I think works.
I mean, I'm sure the majority of everyone watching this right now has seen that movie, but if you haven't, he is the principal in the movie.
Yes.
So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see. And then what is it like working with a bunch of teenagers? Since we're kind of talking about that.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because our cast is incredibly youthful, but they are in their 20s technically. So luckily, a lot of the actual highs and lows and big emotions that you would have with a teenager, I gracefully get to avoid.
Well, that's good. I'm happy for you then.
Yes.
No, I'm sure the regular, if they were actual teenagers, I'm sure it would be fine.
I have a grandniece who's 13, and I definitely would not want to work with her right now.
That's hilarious. Is there anything else we can look forward to in the future?
Yes. Um, so there is going to be a movie of
Oh,
the musical.
what?
So, yes, the Mean Girls property is going through a new incarnation, and it's already being cast with many people that are beloved. It's been announced, that part's been announced as I thought about it. So, yeah, I can announce that there will be more Mean Girls, and it's going to be a version of the musical that everyone loves.
Oh, I can't wait to see the actual show. Again, Mean Girls the musical is coming to the Jacksonville Center for the Performing Arts April 25th through the 30th, and you can get your tickets at fscjartistseries.org. Lawrence, thank you so much for joining us. This is so much fun and break a leg out there.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And if you'd like to see this interview again, just head to our website, firstcoastliving.net.